feel like I either hit my shots or I miss them. I don't know. I feel like I either hit my shots or I miss them. I don't know.
So Symfuhny would have you believe that sometimes he just hits his shots and other times he doesn't. What if I was to tell you that Aimbot can be toggled off and on? Well, most of you guys already know that. And most of you guys know that this is the behaviour that we see in Symfuhny's gameplay. Because he's not snapping and locking onto every single player in the game every time. But he does occasionally have these moments where his aim locks onto the wrong guy, or his aim snaps to a player too quickly, and it seems to be pinpoint accurate every time. And well, we've recently put a video out on Symfuhny using Aimbot in Modern Warfare 3. Today, we've got more footage of him doing just that. So, let's crack on with the video. But before we get into Symfuhny actually using Aimbot himself in Modern Warfare 3, I want to show you just how he reacts to people killing him in the game. So when his fans come into the comment section of this video and say, you can't just accuse people of cheating because they can hit their shots, we're going to show you Symfuhny doing just that and accusing somebody else of cheating.
These are so annoying, bro.
VD dead.
Nice.
One slide going.
I just want to shoot here.
Outside mannequin.
One's broken. One's broken.
Hill, Cap. He's screaming out the hill.
Okay, bro. Yeah, that's not aimbot at all. Yeah, for sure, bro.
Broken.
Totally legit, bro. Okay, bro. Yeah, that's not aimbot at all. Yeah, for sure, bro.
Broken.
Totally legit, bro.
Okay, so maybe that's going to quiet down the fanboys in the comment section. Or maybe not. Maybe they believe Slacked is cheating, but Symfuhny isn't. Even though Symfuhny has some of the most sus shots in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 to date. And with that being said, let's go and analyse some of those clips now. So in this clip, Symfuhny clutches up. This is in a game of S&D on Modern Warfare 3. So we're going to watch it through first. And then he gets the defuse, right? So, something I want to touch on here is the two different types of kills that he got in this moment. So for the first guy, as he runs into the plane, what we see is his aim snap. Bear in mind, he's just shot the two locations both enemies are. He runs into the plane and snaps right, bang, right? Then he pushes back in. This one looks more natural, this kill, yeah? His aim doesn't stay in one place on the enemy, it's all over the place. Yeah, so watch again. So it goes from the feet up to the head, back to the feet, and misses a couple of shots as well. But when you pay attention to the first kill, what do we see? The way he pushes in, and it's actually Phase J Smooth, I believe that, right? Look at the crosshair already. Do you see the difference? That right there is an aimbot toggle. So if you watch the smoothness of this, how it looks quite sort of perfect, bang, aimbot toggle. And then the next one he decides not to toggle the aimbot on. So that's a prime example of why a lot of Symfuhny fans will say no, he just does it to troll, right? Because they believe that aimbot should be on all the time. They believe that aimbot should be snapping onto everybody. If in fact Symfuhny was using aimbot and snapping onto an enemy, then why isn't it doing it to every single enemy?
I feel like I either hit my shots or I miss them. I don't know.
Well, it's proven multiple times over that there are multiple different ways to toggle aimbot on, whether that be with a key on the keyboard, a button on the mouse, or a foot pedal. And with him being a keyboard and mouse player, it would make more sense for it to be a keybind on the keyboard or mouse rather than a foot pedal. However, that doesn't move away from the fact that he could be using a foot pedal. But that's a prime example of the two different types of kills you will see Symfuhny get when he decides to toggle and when he decides not to. And in both of those situations, you could say the first guy was a bigger threat because he was already lying down pre-aiming. Whereas the second guy, if Symfuhny, for example, was using wall hacks as well, he would be able to tell that the other guy was not within range to shoot him or within like seeing distance, as that guy was actually down the slope at the back of the plane. So guys, this one is very similar, a little bit more blatant, and you will be able to see the moments where the aimbot snap happens. So I'm just going to play it through first and then we'll break it down.
It's in an hour 37 minutes.
So, whatever that means for you.
Okay, so Symfuhny likes to let us know when he thinks it's a little bit too sus, right? He'll look at the camera like, right? And he does this very often. But if you just pay attention to the fact that the first guy that he shoots, nothing really seems too sus about it. Pushes over this way, turns to the right, sees a guy there,
Whatever that means for you.
misses his shots a couple of times, right? But then as he's pushing over this way, he does a full 180 snap. Now, of course, his own teammates there's no enemies showing up in front of him like a red name or anything like that. On the minimap, there is information, but he strafes to the left and you can see that the enemy is there where he snapped to. So it's like he toggled aimbot on to find the location of the next enemy, and it's done a full 180 and snapped onto the guy. Unfortunately for Symfuhny, he shoots a wall instead. But this is something that can happen if you have full aimbot settings turned on. And if you have them turned on whilst being keybinded to a toggle, this is exactly what it would look like. Anybody out there who's ever rage hacked will know that what we see from Symfuhny in these moments is in fact like full aimbot snapping and locking onto enemies through a toggle. But there is more to come, guys. Again, guys, we've got another prime example of what aimbot can look like if you're trying to shoot at one enemy and another enemy appears who seems to be closer. And this is all dependent on aimbot settings. So when we watch this clip, I want you to pay attention to how his aim transfers from enemy 1 to enemy 2 and tell me that that is an aimbot. Let's watch it through now.
Not dead.
Scraps, how can you expect there to be chat interaction when I'm not reading chat like that at all? Don't be weird, little bro. Don't be weird. You're not him.
Yeah, server. Server 1. Top
server.
as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Top's dead.
Done,
Close
dead.
that mid. Yeah.
Nice two.
Top again.
So this is a prime example of how people can actually use aimbot to find the next enemy. They don't necessarily keep the toggle on. They will use it so it snaps towards the next enemy and then they can shoot naturally. A lot of people use it this way so that on a kill cam, it won't look suspicious. Although I will say this, it's never really bothered Symfuhny if it looked completely and utterly sus, right? So let's watch this bit again where he comes up the stairs, he shoots at the guy in the window. Guy in the window dips a little bit, right?
Top's dead.
He dies and then he goes to the next enemy. So that transfer for me looks like he's used the aimbot toggle to find the next enemy. That's what it looks like. There are multiple instances of Symfuhny doing just that. Now, a lot of people, a lot of Symfuhny fans will say, oh no, that's just keyboard and mouse movements. But there are so many other moments where Symfuhny's aim is just not that perfect. But when you put all of the ones together that do, they seem to have the same pattern. It is not natural movement, even on keyboard and mouse. There are so many moments of Symfuhny where he looks like he's toggling aimbot on. It's becoming an absolute joke. Now, the same thing applies in this clip. We've got blatant aimbot snap happening. I'm going to play it through, we're going to watch it, and then I'll break it down.
I'm fucking locked. Give me these fucking scrims, bro. I'm gonna shit on them. Give me these fucking scrims. I don't give a fuck.
So how many times have we seen from Symfuhny these aimbot snaps, right? And most of the time, he will react in a certain way. Other times he doesn't because he's in the moment and he's trying to push to get high kill games. Like in this moment here, he's talking about how he's basically getting all headshots. Now he's doing the best he's ever done and so on. Like the fact is this guy is a clown, right? So as he comes over to these battles here, he's aiming at one guy there and snaps over here. And one thing I will say about this, if we watch the first guy, right, now based on certain aimbot settings, if you have it set to, I don't know, not being able to aim through walls and also having it set to aim at nearest player, the guy he's trying to aim at over here runs behind this pillar. And as you can see, there's a guy on the right here and his aim just goes bink over to that direction. Almost like he's tried to toggle it on for the guy in the distance past the B flag. And then it's locked onto the nearest guy who's on his right here. So it's a very blatant moment for me. I believe that this is aimbot being toggled on right there. And it's not necessarily maintaining the toggle as he's shooting at the enemy, only to go from point A to point B. It's something that we're seeing happening on a regular occurrence in Symfuhny's gameplay. This is something he's been doing for a very long time, from as far back as H1Z1, from as far back as whatever other games he played. This guy's been running scripts. This guy's been running Aimbot. He's just cheated through and through. And just to show the level of cheat he's willing to do to have an advantage in the game, I'm going to show you now a clip of Symfuhny using the new snaking glitch in the game.
Oh my god. Yo. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Bro, my game, I can't fucking play, bro. Yo, do you see that? I can't move.
Oh, then leave the fucking game. Oh, I fix it.
So, if you haven't realised already, Symfuhny is a dirty little cheater. It's blatant. It's been blatant for as far back as Modern Warfare 2019 and Warzone 1, where he was doing all of these things and reacting the same way and pretending it was just trolling, when in reality, he claims it's trolling to mask the fact that he's blatantly using Rage Hack Aimbot on a toggle system. If you guys, his fans, don't believe that, then you probably never will, unless a cheat menu pops up. But even then, Symfuhny could just say, haha, it was an image, I was trolling, and you would carry on sucking it, donating your hard-earned money to him. At the end of the day, I'm here to just openly talk about the clips that we get sent and the clips that I find when actually analysing some of these streamers. If you guys don't want to believe it, that's fine. I will always say, do your own research and form your own opinion. I'm only here to give mine. If you did enjoy today's video, guys, smash that thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our future uploads. And if you guys want to get in touch with me about any streamer who you believe is cheating, follow me and hit me up on Twitter at BadBoyBeaman1, or you can reach out to me on Instagram at BadBoyBeaman. And one last thing before we go. Do you ever feel like life is just too overwhelming? That your anxiety is holding you back from being your best self? Introducing Supreme CBD, the all-natural CBD solution to help you find your balance. With Supreme CBD, you can experience the benefits of CBD without the psychoactive effects of THC. Supreme CBD's formula is designed to help you reduce stress and anxiety, improve focus, and promote overall wellness. And the best part, Supreme CBD is made with only the highest quality organic ingredients, so you can feel confident in what you're putting into your body. It's time to take control of your life and find your balance with Supreme CBD. You can order now and experience the difference for yourself. And don't forget to use code BBB40 at checkout for 40% off.